on One Radio, the talk show podcast station, bringing you Inspire Our Podcast, your source for positive mental stimulation and good vibes, uplifting the world in support of peace, strength, wisdom, and faith. The information and resources on this podcast are based on the opinions of the host, unless otherwise noted. All information is intended to motivate, encourage, and inspire positive change and a healthy lifestyle. This podcast may contain some quotations, images, and or excerpts from copyrighted material. These uses fall well within the copyright doctrine of fair use. Welcome. I am your host, Tony Williams. Welcome to Inspire Our Podcast, where we're about to delve into truly a diverse experience of life, the ups and downs of parenthood. This is going to be a 3-part series, and this is part 1. Okay, and on the schedule, just let me go ahead and say that, guys. If you see the image out there, I'm sorry, I had to change the dates on it. So I had a little rescheduling thing, but it's cool. First episode is tonight, as of right now, as a matter of fact. Part 2 will be on the 11th, and part 3 will be on the 12th. And this is the ups and downs of parenthood. So today we are on the joys of parenthood. Now, big shout out to all of my own ones, day ones. Hey, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great day. And welcome to my new listeners. So glad to have you here. And this podcast, you're going to be able to hear this on most of your favorite podcast sites and apps. Now, back to the topic at hand. The joys of parenthood. So, welcome back. Today we're going to celebrate the joys of parenthood. Now, although it's not always easy, being a parent brings moments of pure bliss and happiness that makes it all worthwhile. Now, when we think of parenthood, a lot of different people, because I hear it all the time, they say something different. When you say, okay, give me a word on parenthood, what do you see? What do you image? What do you imagine? Pardon me. And, some people say babies, a carriage, diapers, toys, bottles. Some people I've even heard say money, bills. But look, parenthood is whatever you make it to be. I mean, in a nutshell, boom, there you go. We're going to start it there. It is whatever you make it be. Now, parenthood is an incredible journey that brings a whirlwind of emotions. I'm talking up and down roller coasters, but it's okay. It's a part of it. Now, from the moment we lay our eyes on that tiny little bundle of joy, looking all cute and innocent and sweet, and you're all happy and everybody's happy, and our lives are like, okay, we're forever changed. This is, yeah, sure. And it can be a wild roller coaster at times, but oh my, the joys that come with it are just unparalleled. I mean, first and foremost, the love that blossoms within a parent's heart is nothing short of magical. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It is absolutely magical. You are happy. You are elated. Like, this is the best moment of your life, literally. It's a profound, soul-stirring love that transcends all boundaries. Your bundle of joy, your baby girl, or your baby boy, or both. It's remarkable how our capacity for love expands indefinitely as we witness the growth and development of our little ones. There's nothing like it. We look at TikTok and Instagram, and we look at all the little cute babies saying the darndest things, doing the darndest things, and it's all so adorable. But imagine the moments that are behind closed doors that are just absolutely hilarious. You could have had a very rotten day, but when it comes to the baby, it makes it all better. You could have lost your job, but the moment your baby hugs you and kisses you on your nose or the corner of your eye or something, or grab your hair, it doesn't matter anymore. That love, that happiness, that joy, that can never, ever just go away like that. And it's a memory you'll have for the rest of your lives. It's just how profound it is. But it's not just about the unconditional love. Parenthood also brings immense joy through the simple things in life. It is in those spontaneous giggles, contagious laughter, and tight snuggles that leave us feeling blissful and content. Your whole world just seems to be just grand. It's when we see our children achieve their first milestones, taking their first step or saying their first words, that our hearts swell with pride and joy. You can't tell us anything, right? So, of course, we're talking about parenthood. I'm a parent, so I will say this. When my kids were born, each of them, my son first, because he came first, it was absolute chaos, yet beautiful. When he was born, it seems as though the world, the clock, everything just stopped. It just stopped for that moment for me to see my baby boy. It was magical. My baby girl, she kind of came out before the doctors, was able to slide through the door, and it was hilarious, yet magical. I was laughing at Pink Panther when she was born. She wasn't supposed to be coming yet, and it's her nature. She's flamboyant. She pops out there, hey. So it was fitting. It was magical. The love that I felt for my children when they were born, you couldn't tell me anything. I was rich, and every time one of my children was born, I felt very wealthy, which means so much more than money. It's that type of joy and happiness that parenthood brings. It just melts your heart, and you can't help but to go, aw. The way they love on you and the way you give so much more to them. It just makes you feel happy. And you've got those memories. Watching them walk, watching them talk, the first day of school. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself shedding a tear the first day of school. Because I know I did both times. I did. I'm not going to lie. I cried when my baby started school. I did. I was that parent out there sniffling. I was also the same one that showed up bumping, and they was crunk when they got out the car and just acting all bossed up. I was a little sensitive one that day. And they were dang near the adults that day. They're like, it's cool. We're good. Like, just, aww. Those moments, boy, it gives you a certain type of pride that nothing else matters what happens that day. Because you're crunk, you're happy. They're happy. And then they start coming in making macaroni necklaces, stuff that you're like, oh, wow, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's hideously beautiful. I love it. And it's scratchy and itchy, but you're not going to tell them that because you're so proud and happy and joyful that they made it for you. When they get their first gold star, when they make their first best friend, like, nothing tends to compare. And then as they grow, the happiness, your cup really fills up and just rolls over, because it's just so much awe and ooh, and that's my seed, and I'm so proud of you, and you can kind of don't a little bit. I don't know about any of y'all, but I did. I doted over my kids. I was like, what you doing? Had a good day, anything you want to talk about? Yeah, I was that mom because I wanted to make sure everything was okay. I wanted to only see them smile if possible. You just kind of pour yourself into it. Yeah, you just kind of pour yourself into it, and it's nothing like it. I'll say that. It's nothing like it. And it's just, you're just filled with joy and pride, and you never forget. I mean, and the joy in it for me is really just seeing my kids grow and learn, every day. And just the pure magic that they see in the world. Their smiles, how they view the world was so interesting and intriguing to me. So not only was I getting to see the world through my own eyes, but through the eyes of my children as well. Bonding no less, but yeah. So the discovery for me as well, the way they reacted when they discovered things, the shock and the mystery and, the fun that they could make out of it, and their joy for learning. It was amazing. It taught me patience and empathy, and definitely unconditional love. Seeing my children succeed fills me with immense pride and joy. I can't help it. I don't know about y'all. And if y'all are listening to this through YouTube, definitely comment in the box below. Let me know. Give me your stories. Let me know what you guys, experiences were when it came to parenthood. What was the joy in it for you? Because I remember there were times where I was wiping finger paint handprints off the walls and crayon markers off the wall, and it gets a little tedious, but the silver lining in it for me was that my kids were artistic. It's like, okay, they have artistic flair. Okay, it's just, we just can't do it on the walls, though. Not this way. Okay, so maybe we'll do something a little fun, which gave me the idea to put up some paper on the walls. So, and I did this in an apartment, guys. I kid you not. I put up this paper. It's like rolls of paper. I put it up on the walls, and I just let the kids run around with paint, because everything was covered up with the finger paint, and just to their paint, just Picasso our apartment walls as you see fit. And the joy that they received from it gave me so much joy. And it's the simple things like that it just accumulates. I mean, it's like those little, candid moments of pure happiness that children bring into our lives. Their inhibited creativity and curiosity, it definitely reminds us to embrace our inner child, to find joy in simple pleasures, and to see the world through fresh eyes. You can't help but smile when you witness their zest for life and their ability to find happiness in even just the simplest and smallest of things. A box. A feather that's a random feather. Like, it doesn't matter. They're happy. Which shows us and definitely does remind us to, hey, enjoy the little things. And of course, the bond we share with our children, it definitely is invaluable. That, the love, trust, and connection we develop with them it's beyond words. It's a bond that grows stronger with time and is built on a foundation of shared experiences, mutual support, and unconditional love. The joy of parenting comes from knowing that we have a lifelong ally and friend in our children. So guys, tell me what you think, how you felt. How was parenting, or should I say, what joys in parenting have you received or you look forward to receiving as a parent? No, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be easy, but the joy makes it all worthwhile. It makes it all worthwhile. So hopefully this has been informational, educational, encouraging, filled with so much love and wonder. But it's important to acknowledge that it's not always smooth sailing. Let's explore the other side of the coin in our next episode. Part 2, the challenges of parenthood. You have been listening to Inspire Our Podcast by TL1 Radio, the talk show podcast station. Know that you are loved, cherished, and needed. So keep your head up and your heart light. Until the next time, have a blessed and productive week. I've been your host, Tony Williams.